Cancer, sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, even, cross watchers. Welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. And for all of you who have requested links to the live readings for Cancer, you just got them now. So we're going to get into your messages. And the first thing that I heard that Spirit wants to say is what they want you to work on at this time. And I was shown to use the words of clarity and the soul's journey to provide that guidance. So for the Cancer collective, for whatever zodiac sign placement they have Cancer in, for whatever form of astrology they follow. If they found this video, and you know who does, what is it that you're guiding them to focus on at this time for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness? All right. Ooh, interesting. They want you to focus on knowing that disappointment is over and you're protected from it. It cannot touch you anymore. So there's that. Let's see what else from the soul's journey. Okay. What is the point of focus that Spirit has to highlight for the Cancer collective at this time, for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness? Let's see what you have. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I love it. So, Cancer, what I hear is you've had some things that didn't necessarily go the way you wanted. Maybe you feel like you've been lied to. Maybe you feel like you've been cheated. I feel like in the past there's been a tendency to point the finger outward and try to shift the blame to another place. And that hasn't gone so well for you. And if this isn't you, this could be something or someone that's around you that was blaming you for things all the time. And they were in your space. And there was a lot of deceit in between you and this other person. And some of you, the thing is to learn to protect yourself from something that is, I'm hearing, more than disappointing. This energy has been around you, and it's gotten to the point where it's difficult for you to, I hear, to take a stand for yourself. And so whether you realize it or not, you've been in the blame game because it's, well, you know, it's because of this, it's because they do this, it's because of that. So maybe the blame is you can't stand up for yourself because if you do that, then, you know, somebody's going to feel a certain way, or that just wouldn't be right. And they're saying that's a form of blame. I'm like, okay, never heard it that way, but okay. And some of you have been deceiving yourselves, I hear, because you've been blaming your parents for something. Well, honey, your parents' job was to birth you into this planet. And I don't know, in case you hadn't realized it by now, some people's parents' job ain't even to raise them, just to birth them. I mean, look around the society, right? A lot of parents have not raised their children. But everything is always happening in line with the divine mind, with the will of the divine. It's about our responses to things, how we respond to what's happening. So for the Cancer collective, what's coming up is, if your parents were there, great, be grateful. Whatever they brought into your life, great. What can you learn from them? This is one of the things they're saying to share with you that I tell my daughter, you know what? I did the best I could. I tried to do better than what my parents did for me. And your job is to do better than I did and teach your children to do better than you did. Okay. So there comes in there the responsibility Not to sit up here and continue to say, well, it's because my parents did this to me. It's because my parents did that to me. Oh, well, I can't love because, my parents didn't love me. Well, it's my parents' fault because, my parents did this. They beat me. They didn't encourage me. They didn't love me. I don't want to hear it. How old are you? So for somebody, if this isn't you, this is somebody that you're dealing with, or this could be the position you're taking. You could be like feeling like you're me saying everything that I was saying. You're like, I just said that. I just told them that yesterday. Oh, wait. Let's look at you, and then we'll look at the situation around you. Okay, you are showing up with a Knight of Wands. I hear your emotion. You're making moves. You're doing what you can to make things happen. Take courage. Success is on that road should you have the audacity to continue down it. Why do I say audacity? Apparently something you're doing, either there's ones in your realm, or maybe there's something that's like, well, you can't do that. How dare they think they could do that? There's that energy there. It's interesting. Let's see what's going on around you. What's going on around my Cancer? Well, it looks like overall your finances are doing good. Whatever you have is enough. So that's a different number for everybody, right? And whatever you have is enough, and it's enough for you to continue to build with. So, you're making it by, plus you're being able to set aside or invest in or add to whatever your big goal is right now. I feel like you're in the state of leaving a situation because it just wasn't compatible. And you had to make a choice to choose your happiness in this. So you separate yourself from something. And you're like, well, life will take care of them. The universe is guiding them. They'll be fine. And that this isn't the happiest thing that could be happening for them. But you also know that's not your problem and it's not your responsibility. You're here to take care of you and your experience. So this person feels like there's this energy around this person that I'm picking up on right here. What's that called? Oh, entitled. An entitlement. Ooh, that's a big word that I don't use very much, but yeah, they feel entitled. They feel like, well, it should just be mine. They don't even, I feel like they don't feel like they should have to work for nothing. There's somebody like that. They feel like it should be mine. What? Let me see. I feel like this person really enjoys the energy that you bring to the table. They love basking in your energy. And for some of you, this is basking in the way you spend your money on them. For others of you, this is basking in the way you cater to their everything. I'm actually having come to my mind something that I witnessed where one person's partner was holding their drink. Well, this person wasn't really doing anything with their hands. The other person, their partner, had hands full, had one drink here, and the person with empty hands is just conversing, and then reaches over and sips out. And it's like the person was on the side, very similar to a butler without a tray. I'm just saying. And so that's, for some of you, this person's whole focus was because you were like the butler. With or without a tray, you were right there, ready to serve, ready to provide. Oh, yeah, giving so much of yourself and your energy. You did that because you wanted to. You didn't do that because you felt like you were forced to. You did what you wanted to do. But this began to become very, I keep hearing toxic. It became toxic. It became toxic because you were building up toxic energy within yourself, because every time you were doing this, you were feeling resentment, and that resentment was building. And the resentment was building because you was busy doing things that you really did not want to be doing. You didn't want to do it because you didn't like the outcomes of it. It's like, so you do all this catering to this person night and day, and then at the end of the day, they're done with you. And where's the reciprocation? You started to notice, where's the reciprocation here? Okay. This person feels like you have a very bright future ahead of you. This person feels like you have a very bright future ahead of you, and they love to be a part of that star shine that you have coming your way, that you radiate. And so, of course, it meets you. It greets you. Whoa, who meets and greets? But it's interesting because this person is in this place where they're being pushed to grow. And they're not shifting their focus from these materialistic things. They're not appreciating the heart that you bring to this, which, let's see. Your heart is true. Your heart is true in this. They're not appreciating the heart that you're bringing to it. You're thinking, well, at some point we're going to be able to work together well in this. That's what your hope is. I heard, let's see what's going on with this other person and their intentions. This is not a good intention if we're looking at, which we are right now, their overall intention. It's 5 of Cups. This person doesn't even realize that they're in a repetitive cycle of going into sorrow and loss and disappointment. And what was Spirit's guidance for you? Protect yourself from the disappointment. Step into that protected space. Whoever's trying to bring this energy your way, yeah, not for you, boo. It's just not for you. What else can you show us about this person and their intention towards our Cancer Collective? Oh, they definitely have a plan. In the place where emotions should be coming up, we have King of Swords energy. They definitely have a plan. This is not emotion-based. This is not love-based. This is, oh, I know what. I know what they could do for me. Well, it's better over here than anywhere else I could be. Oh, if I hang out with them, you never know who I might see. Interesting. So they don't even realize it, but their soul knows that they're just slowing you down. Interesting. That's what I'm getting. Their soul knows that they're just slowing you down. They are a delay. They are a road bump. They're in the way is literally what I heard. Man, I can only give it to you the way they give it to me. Let's see. Ooh. And Spirit's like, look. Double. High Priestess with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups been coming through like you're getting the spiritual message. Spirit's already showing you this. That part of this, yeah, there's gonna be some pain. There's gonna be some pain. I hear Tupac pain. There's gonna be some pain. I'm gonna have to listen to that song today. Hold on, let me write that down somewhere. Yeah, there's gonna have to be some pain, but you can choose. Hold on. That's what we're gonna do. And instead of just channel what we're gonna channel, let me see the cards first. So you can choose between what and what. What's on one side of the choice here? You have many choices, but there are 2 choices that stand out. One of those choices is drop all the way and carry on, start fresh, wipe your slate clean, wipe the mess, wipe the table. What else is the other choice? Stay and fight, go back into the toxic patterns. Oh my God. And then eventually act a complete ass. If you stay and fight and you stay and you fight it out and you tough it out and you try to change. Oh, they're going to figure it out. They're going to stop doing that thing that I just, that's my deal breaker. Why would they keep doing that? No. No, baby. Love is pure harmony and agreement. You don't have to fight to stick around when the love is real. You don't have to try to force yourself into their heart, into their conversation, into their time, into their space, if that love is reciprocal, if it's equal and balanced. But see, if it's not, then there may be places where it's harmonistic. Like, for example, hey, we could go out and have a few drinks and have a good time, or we can have a good conversation, or we can have a good meal. But what happens when that's done? And I go back to the other parts of me that I am. And then that clashes with the other parts of you that you are. Well, this is what happens when you try to force two cogs that don't fit together. That shit breaks. And somebody gonna have to act ass if somebody don't choose to just drop it off. It's like taking the kiddies to the pool. You leave that shit there, flush it, keep it moving. Like, that's not mine. That's yours. That's not mine. I'm not finna make it mine. I got mine. And you're moving towards something anyways. Let me see. What are you moving towards? Oh shit, you moving towards the world, baby. You moving towards goal. Yes. You got goals. You got accomplishment. You got success. You got recognition. You got leveling up. Let me see what your level up. What do the Cancer Collective level up look like? For the Cancer Collective of the live in peace and happiness tribe. Let's see what we got. It looks like new adventures, new things, fun, and where shall I play today is what that looks like. Where shall I play today? Making some plans for travel. Staying focused on your financial goals, your career goals, your goals for your health routine, your health regime, I heard diet, but you definitely, I don't know, you might have, anyways, stop. Just stop. What else? Rebirth. You're like, you know what? I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's going to be a whole new life. I know what I'm going to take with me. I know that I'm going to take some of these ideas about the new things I haven't tried yet that I'm about to do. I also know that the stability that I built so far is going to grow. So I'm going to keep on growing that stability that I got. My career is going great. And so I'm just going to keep building on that. And I'm going to take my courage, because Spirit said, take my courage. And I'm going to be knowing that I'm protected, and I'm going to move forward. And I'm also going to work with that protection. In other words, because I have armed guards around me of the spiritual nature doesn't mean that I'm going to go ahead and hang out with energies that clearly think they can deceive me. Once they've shown this nature of low vibrational toxic behavior of I'm bringing chaos to your world, then it's up to your girl to make that decision, to make a move and decide that, dude, that's not what I'm fit to do. You can do you, boo, but I'm going to go over here and do me. Because me and you, we're not vibing. Can't you see? And it makes me think of the movie Frequencies. And, the universe tries to push these two apart because she is higher vibrating than the highest that they register, and he is like negative vibration, super low vibration, lowest they've ever seen. And because their vibrations are so contradictory, they repel. And the universe works so hard to give the higher vibration everything she wants. And for her to get it, that lower vibration can't be around. And so the universe kicks that higher vibration out with random happenings that is like, whoa, did that chair just fall from an airplane from the sky that you don't even see? Yeah. Right in front of his feet? Yeah. To the time get back. Yeah. That's that type of energy. So when we see the universe is doing this, our job is to pay attention to it. So, oh boy, let's pull another spread for the Cancer Zodiac Collective. Oh boy. If you're live during this Cancer spread and you have a question about this spread, not your own personal experience, but about this spread, and you put it in the comments, I'll work it into the reading, the answer to that question. But it's got to work for the collective. This is a Cancer collective reading. So don't be putting your boyfriend and your personal experience in there. It's a general question about this general Cancer collective reading, which obviously if you answer it, there will be guidance there for you. So word it right. That's all it's about. All right. Oh, first card out, Temperance. Divine timing at play. Patience during your wait will prove your readiness. Thank you. What else do you have? Somebody, Cancer, time of Sagittarius is going to be very significant for you. That just came right through. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. So I hear for you, Cancer, you've been waiting for an opportunity to come your way. You've had some major upsets. And part of that is because you've been doing all the other stuff we were already talking about. So whatever that relationship was, it doesn't necessarily have to be your love. It could have been half of your own brain that you fight with all day long. Or it could have been your cousin, your sister, your brother, your mother, your neighbor. Who is it? Your coworker, your boss? I don't know. Somebody in your life. But because you've been working through all that, part of the reason that came here was because you were sitting in this place of what? Heartbreak, disappointment. You kept playing over and over again. I heard what your father did. Somebody is really pissed off about their father. Maybe their father had a third party situation going on. Maybe their father was a lazy bum that wouldn't work. Maybe their father always said they were going to do stuff and never followed through with the stuff. But whatever it was, somebody was sitting up here complaining about their daddy so much in life, over life, not just the last couple of weeks. You've constantly gone back to the story from when you're like 10 years old. Get over it. Get over it. How old are you now? How many decades have you been repeating the same fucking experience in your life? Because you can't change your story. You can't choose nothing else to talk about. Think about. You want some more? Because it looks like for some of y'all, you starting your 5th decade to me. That's what I'm saying. You starting a 5th decade if you don't get out of this shit. And so like the universe is calling you. Your spirit wants to go. It's saying we're stronger than this. We can find the happiness in this. We can find our power in this. Where is the power from whatever your dad did? How did it make you stronger? Well, obviously, we all know that you learned to bitch and complain better, but we're not talking about that. Okay, so maybe your daddy didn't, maybe your daddy wasn't a good breadwinner. Maybe your dad was a lazy bum who didn't work. Somebody's daddy came through that way, right? If that's the case, well, how's your work ethic? Are you repeating that cycle? I don't think so. I think you have a very strong work ethic as a result. So this is just one small example of what they're trying to get you to do to let go of this shit. It's time. It's time to heal this. Because until you do, you'll continue to press replay on that same old situation. Now, what happens is then you start to try, because now you 30, 40 years older than when this stuff happened. And why you wondering why all your life you kept attracting these different people who didn't work, lazy bums, only want you for your money. Can you see it yet? Like attracts like. That's the story you kept retelling over and over and over again. So maybe it's not showing up with your daddy no more, but now it's showing up with your daddy. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying, though? I see for somebody there is a person who feels very connected to you and that you have let go of this person because, first off, they only come around when they destitute, impoverished, or broken. That's when they reach out to you. Second off, they clearly let you know that it's very much about sex. And third off, they just think that you're just gonna be there to take care of them every time, and you're like, huh? Where did you even get this idea? You're gonna put a final ending to this situation, whatever that is. Yeah, it's time. You're done. I see that. Show me more. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Hey now. Okay. So I just pulled you the Devil, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. The King of Wands got the hey now. This Devil, what's your big addiction has been? That's what I heard. What your big addiction has been is fuckboys, for lack of a better term. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't like how I'm talking, click off. Fuckboys and thinking that somebody's going to come in and play Captain Save 'em. Your big thing was, oh, I just want somebody to come in and they're going to take me on their yacht and they're going to take me on vacations and I'm just going to leave everything I have behind and I'm just going to go with that. Yeah. Oh yeah. And he has a house over here and he'll have a house over there. Or she's got this popping and she's got that popping. And you know what? Funny enough, that mentality gave you a very broke lifestyle. I hear you try to put bougie on it, but baby, it's broke. And why? Because you steady looking out there for what you're responsible to do for yourself. So you can't have it until you align with it. You got to be a match. Oh, you want that perfect lover to come with all the money, all the confidence, all the good looks, the great connections and all that. Well, guess what? You better be the match to that. You can't have that if you ain't that. If you think you need somebody to come and rescue you, guess what type of partner you're going to attract? Somebody that wants to be rescued. So this is why more often than not, you found yourself, although you felt like, I said I was never going to get with somebody else who didn't have a job. And then here you are again, taking care of somebody. They laying all in your space and not putting no bacon in your face. They ain't paying no money on the bill neither. On any of them, right? And this has happened over and over again. So this is about breaking that cycle, right? So let's see, what can we replace this cycle with? Should our Cancers do? Take courage and do what they're being guided to. What can we replace all this with? I'm just going to pull a card over everything and see what come up. Interesting. Okay. So remember, the guidance was you have to protect yourself from these disappointing energies and realize that spirit is doing their part to protect you from. You're the only one that can reinvite the vampires in. Their invitations were all rescinded, made null and void, whatever, right? You have to open the door and say, yes, you may enter. And until you do, they cannot enter. Okay. So what's replacing the Devil is we have the Emperor. Look at that. Where you felt stuck, compelled, bound, contracted to do whatever the fuck somebody else wanted you to do. You're like, hold on, partner. Yeah, hold on, partner. See, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. This is my space. This is my thing. I'm the big boss, shot caller, big baller, whatever you want to call me. But that's what I am. See, and what I say goes. And so this is me taking up my authority for myself and making shit happen. And so where you might have felt stuck, yeah, this is also putting a straight break to that block. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down. Yeah, it ain't going down like that no more. Okay. Where you were ooh, this is delectable. So where you were attracting, look at this. Where you were attracting these low vibrational, I don't have enough. There's not enough to go around. Everybody's broke. Everybody's poor. I don't have nothing to give you. But because I love you, I just want to be right by your side and I just don't want to leave you. And please don't leave me. And oh my God, what am I going to do without you? And I miss you and I need you. All that shit being replaced by. So let's work together. Let's make some things happen. Whole different mentality. One is stuck in lack and limitation. One is stuck in inability and not enoughness and codependency and but I need you this and I need you that. This other person's like, look, I got what I got, you got what you got, let's bring it together. What can we make happen? It's time to put in some work, right? And make it work and let it work. Interestingly here, somebody's family is finna get disappointed because those family obligations, yeah, that's part of this cycle for you. Overall, it's not that you can't be there for your family, but it's one thing to be there for your family and run yourself in the dirt for your family. It's another thing to be there for your family after you've taken care of what you need to do for you. It's another thing to be there for your family to where it's detrimental to you, putting you at risk of poverty, homelessness, losing your job, not focusing on your own career, not focusing on your own mental well-being. If your family is you can't handle being around them because the communications, the violence, the arguments, the disagreements, it just becomes overwhelming. Well, that's again, the universe is trying to show you, separate yourself. These vibes don't mix. It's a clash. And guess what? Yeah, they might be upset. Right now, they could be really sitting up there enjoying your wealth, enjoying your energy. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. They're going to give me a ride. Yeah, and they're going to give me a ride. That's always you. You keep coming through whoever you are. Everybody depends on you to give them a ride where they need to go. You always picking somebody up from work, taking them to work. But who's going to help you when the brakes go out on your car? Who helped you last time? Oh, okay. Just saying. Who was the last person put 20 in on the car insurance? Your registration's coming up soon too, right? Did they even put anything in your tank? And for somebody I heard, in that little bit of weed you be smoking, it's sure not. It would have been cheaper for you to keep your ass at home and buy your own weed. I'm just saying. Who are you? Oh my God. What else do we have? The Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords. So all these fuckboy energies that you keep trying to come in, yeah, you're like, I'm cool on that. I'm happier sleeping by myself. Thank you. You could take your stick and ride on down the road. See my house? Pass it. Keep going. Where you stop, nobody knows, or at least I don't need to know. That's we talking big trash. Okay, let's see what else we have. Ooh, because you're doing all of this. The wait is over. The energy has arrived. This reminds me of the reading that I did. What was it called? It was a download, and the Emperor came out with this 8 of Wands. Hold on, I'm going to tell you right now. Because you really need to watch this. It was a very good reading. And then I looked up the Schumann resonance. It was 3 days ago. It's entitled Reinforcements Arriving Now. If something here is resonant for you, or you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, that's my reading. It's like she's watching everything that's happening. Are you reading my journal? Who sent you my journal? Yeah, then you need to watch that reading. But it appears to be that now is a time that your energy is found more balance if you've taken these steps. Now, for some of you, this is a sign of what's to come, because you're in the beginning phases of this where you're barely beginning to put your foot down and say, look, check this out, partner. This is not popping, right? Big shit popping, little shit stopping, and this little shit gotta go. The 10 of Wands becomes the 4 of Cups. Interesting. So where people would come and dump their load and dump their energy and bring all their energetic baggage to you, you're now rejecting that opportunity. You're saying, no, thank you. I don't want to feel like being the garbage processor today. I'm good. You could take that somewhere else. Yes. All right. We also have the King of Wands going to the 6 of Cups. I feel like unfolding for you. I feel like this is very predictive. I feel like you So CEO boss status for sure. And I see you in a very protective stance of what you had that you value from your childhood. Interesting. For the generations to come. So it's like you're trying to safeguard the energy of what you're building so that others can have this to access in the future. So this is like you beginning to teach some of the younger people about standing up to these energies. I don't care I know they all tell you, but his blood is thicker than water. Yeah, honey, but sometimes we don't know. Oh, you don't want to be a drinker of blood. You want to be a drinker of water. Ooh, wee. Okay, look. So somebody's sharing what they learned with the children. Somebody's pissed off because they can't come back. And you got that good. If they pissed off because you can't come back, it's because you got that good. You got the juicy. You got the thing, and they want that thing. I'm just saying. They really want to come. And they pissed the hell off. Somebody is pissed the hell off because they can't come back. The strength card goes to the death card. Where it used to be hard for you to say no and let it go. Oh, no, it's not even a thought now. This is like bye boy energy. It's over. Bye. Somebody finally gets that it's over. The 7 of Pentacles goes to the 8 of Swords. Where there was a waiting. Somebody knows that you're inaccessible now. As a matter of fact, they can't even face you because they know that you're inaccessible. You're untouchable to them. You don't want to hear what they have to say. As far as it comes from what they got to say, you ain't trying to hear it, entertain it, look at it. You ain't opening the message. You're blocked off from them. They have no access to you. What the heck is going on with you, Cancer? I hope you know who I'm talking about. The Magician is at the bottom of the deck telling me you're learning to stand in your power. You're learning to make shit happen. Instead of just taking all the shit that rolls down the hill, you're like strategically moving up and you're ducking and you're dodging and you're going this way and you're going that way. And you're making choices. And you're like, oh, over there's a nice little creek. I'm going to go chill by the creek. I'm not going to stay in shit slew way. Shit slew way. Never said that group of words together before. The bottom of the deck over here is a 3 of Swords. And again, you know this could cause some disappointment to other people. But honey, you being disappointed in this situation don't continue to do nothing but bring you more disappointment. So, hey, is somebody going to be pissed off and it's a choice between me or you? Guess who's going to be pissed off? Because I'm going to be in love and peace and happiness. Let's get a download message to close this out for our Cancer Collective, please. Look, I got 2 of them here. When you recognize their flame, since it so perfectly matches your own. Exactly. If it's meant to be for you, again, harmony and agreement. Live, love, empower all. Live, love, empower all. And here it's showing that you are the hub of a connection. So, interestingly enough, this is a great closing message because between those, what I just got was, it was perfect. As a matter of fact, you owe these people some gratitude because it helped you show you that you need to stand up, baby. It's time for you to stand up because if you don't stand up for nothing, you'll fall for everything. And baby, you've been falling for a whole lot of baloney and you like steak and this wasn't steak. And so, look, if you want to enable them to continue on their ways, which both of you betray, fine. That's your choice. But if you want to empower them, that's only going to happen when you empower yourself. It's never going to cost you your own power to be an empowerment to others. They'll vibe with it and they'll find theirs if it's real. If not, it's an enabling and they're your vampires. So congratulations, you now got to rescind another fucking invitation. Anyways, why so much potty mouth for you? It just came through. But whatever, if you want to get this link sent live to your U.S. cell phone next time I go live for the Cancer Collective, the directions are below the video, and you actually have 3 different options of how to get your notifications. So Until next time, thank you for allowing me to be of service. I look forward to reading your comments. Let me know how it resonated for you. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. And later, baby.